Arahato Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today I think we have to do Pilinda Vacha Sutta. First we have to open Dana. I hope you can see Google Docs. Good. Pilinda Vacha. Pilinda Vacha Sutta. Right. So yes, so today this is, I hope you can see the screen. So Pilinda Vacha Sutta is about Venerable Pilinda Vacha Arahant, one of the great Arahants of Buddha. So it's a short sutta, 1 page, 1.5 pages. So anyone is willing to translate the entire sutta in one stretch? Who is willing?
I could try by thing.
Yes, Eric, please. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Evang me suttang ekang samayang bhagava rajagahe viharati leluvane kalanda kanipa vape. Thus I heard on one occasion the Blessed One was staying near Rajagaha as at the bamboo grove. The squirrels refused. Tena ko bana Samayena ayasma pilinda vacho bihu vasalavadena samuda jarati. At that time, Venerable Pilinda Vacha says the monks as outcasts. Atako sambahula bihu yena bhagava tenupa sankamimsu. Upasankami toa bhagavantang abhivade toa ekamantang nisidimsu. Then many monks went to the Blessed One, having approached. They bowed down to him and sat down aside. Ekamantang nisimna ho te bihu bhagavantang etadavochum ayasma bante bilinda vacho bihu vasala vadena samudacharatiti. When were sitting one side, those monks said this to him. The Blessed One, Venerable Bilinda Vacha, said monks as outcasts. Atta ko bhagava anyatarang bhikhum amantesi ehi twang bhikhu mama vajanena Bilinda Vachang bhikhum amantehi atthakang atthatang avuso Bilinda Vacha amante titi. Then the Blessed One addressed. Yeah.
Satta tangau. Satta, no?
Yeah.
Okay,
sattha.
okay.
Yeah. Sattha tang avuso Bilinda Vacha amante titi. Then the Blessed One addressed a certain monk, "Come, monk," called Bilindavacha monks by saying name, "Friend Bilindavacha, the teacher calls you." E vắng banteti khổ số bhikkhu bhagavato Pati Sutwa Yena Yasma Bilindavacho Tenu Pasankhami Upasankhami Twa Ayasamantang Bilindavachang Etadavocha Sattha Tang Avuso Bilindavacha Amante Titi. Bante, having assented to the Blessed One, the monks went to Venerable Bilindavacha, having arrived, said to him thus, "Friend Bilindavacha, the teacher call you. Eva Mavusoti ko ayasma Bilindavacho tassa bihuno pati sutwa yena bhagava tenu pasankhami upasankhami twa bhagavantang abhivade twa ekamantang nisidi." Friend, having assented to that monk, Venerable Bilindavacha went to the Blessed One. Having approached, he bowed down to the Buddha and sat down aside. Ekamantang nisinang ho ayasamantang Bilindavachang bhagava etadavocha sakchang kira twang vacha bhikkhu vasalavadena samuda charachiti evang banteti. As he was sitting one side, the Blessed One said to the Venerable Bilindavacha, "It is true, Vacha, that you say the monks as outcasts?" "Yes," the Blessed One. Attako Bhagava Ayasmato Bilindavacha Bubbe Nivasang Manasi Karitwa Bhikkhu Amantesi Mako Tumhe Bhikkave Vachasa Bhikkhuno Upjayitha. Then the Blessed One, having directed attention to Venerable Bilindavacha's former life, said to the monks, "Don't take offense to the monks Vacha, na Bhikkave Vacho dosantaro Bhikkhu Vasalavadena Samudacharati Vachasa Bhikkave Bhikkhuno Pancha Jati Satani Abbo Kinani Brahmanakule Pachajatani." Monks, Venerable Vacha is not due to internal inquiry. Thus he says the monks as outcasts for 500 interrupted lives. The monks Vacha has been born in Brahma's families. So Tatsha Vasalavado Digaraktang Samudachino Tenayang Pacho Bhikkhu Vasalavadena Samudacharatiti. For a long time, he has been accumulated to say in people as an outcast. Because of this, he says the monks as an outcast. Attako Bhagava Etamaktang Viditwa Tayang Velayang Imang Udanesi. Then, on realizing that significance, on that occasion, the Blessed One uttered this utterance: "Ayam yamhi na maya vasati na mano yo vitalobo amamo nisa niraso panunna kodo abhinibut tato so brahmano so brahmano so samano sa bhikkhuti." In whom do not live, decide, or conceit, who is non-greed, unselfish, and desireless, who is dispel the anger and cool the mind. He is a monk, a recluse, and a Brahman. Thank you, Bante.
Okay. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very done. Well done. Sadhu. Very well translated. Thank you for your translation and well done. So, yeah, I think everyone, it was clear to everyone what the story was. It was about Venerable Pilinda Vacha talking to monks as outcasts, calling them outcasts. And it was complained to the Buddha. And the Buddha said, it is not something that he does intentional. Intention means he has an intention, but not with a bad, evil mind. It's some kind of a habit that he has. So that's what the Buddha says. It's called Vasana Kilesa, Vasana Guna. Pilinda Vacha Sutta, the Sutta called Pilinda Vacha. So we'll analyze the Sutta. Evam me Sutang, Ekan Samayam Bhagava, Rajagahe Virati, you can understand. Veluane, the bamboo grove, Kalandaka Nivape, which was the sanctuary of the squirrels. Tenakopana Samena, Ayasma Pilinda Vacho. Bhikkhu, accusative plural, monk. Vasalavadena Samudacharati. Address the bhikkhus or call the bhikkhus. Bhikkhu calls them, addresses them. Vasalavade. Vasala Vada means calling them outcasts. Vada is word or the language. Vasalavade. They call him Vasala. He used to utter them, call them with the word of Vasala. So then Atako, then Sambhula Bhikkhu Yena Bhagavata Enupasankaminsu. Okay, everyone can understand. Upasankamitva Bhagavantang Abhivadetva Ekamantan Nisidinsu. Ekamantan Nisinna Kote Bhikkhu Bhagavantang Etada Vochung, plural. Bhikkhu Bhagavantang Etada Vochung. Ayasma Bhante Pilinda Vacho Bhikkhu Vasalavadina Samudachara. Bhante, Venerable Pilinda Vacha, Bhikkhu Vasalavadina Samudachara. Address the bhikkhus with the usage of outcasts. Like it's not the words used by outcasts. It's the words that are used to call others outcasts. It's like Vasalavada, calling the others outcasts. Vasala, the very mean ones, in terms of jati, in terms of birth. Atako Bhagava, Anyataram Bhikkhu Amanti, Bhikkhung Amantes. I think everyone can understand this sentence. Atako Bhagava, Anyataram Bhikkhung Amantes. Called another certain monk. Ehitvam Bhikkhu, Mama Vachane Pilinda Vacham Bhikkhung Amantehi. This also came in many places. When Buddha calls someone through another, this is the way he used phrase. Ehitvam Bhikkhu, Bhikkhu, you monk. Twang Ehi, you come here. Right? Or otherwise you can say go there. Right? Go there. Or come here, and he's telling, or he's calling, go there. Mama Vachanena, because eti can be going and coming both, according to the context. Mama Vachanena Pilinda Vacham Bhikkhung Amantehi. Twang, you, Mama Vachanena, with my word, Amantehi, who? Call. Second person singular. Imperative case. Bhikkhung, which Bhikkhung? Pilinda Vacham Bhikkhung Amante. Call Pilinda Vacham monk Pilinda Vacham. Mama Vachanena, with my word. Tell that I'm telling with my message, like with my word. Tell him. It's like tell him my message. Like Mama Vachanena Amantehi. So tell him the following words to him. Repeat what I said. That's what it means. Satta tang also Pilinda Vacha Amanteti. Pilinda Vacha, the vocative case. Subject is Sattha Amanteti. The teacher calls. Who? Tang. Twang. Second accusative singular. Twang. The teacher calls you, surmounts you. Evam Bhanteti Koso Bhikkhu Bhagavato Patisutta. Yes, Venerable Sir. So saying that, so Bhikkhu Bhagavato Patisutta, that monk replied, Patisutta, having replied to the Buddha, Yena Ayasma Pilinda Vacho Te Nupasankam. I think everyone can understand this part. Yena Ayasma Pilinda Vacho Te Nupasankam. Upasankamitva, having approached. Ayasmantang Pilinda Vacham, Etada Vocha. Upasankamitva, Ayasmantang Pilinda Vacham, Etada Vocha. Satta tang also Pilinda Vacha Amanteti. Sattha Amanteti. Tang calls you. Auso pilinda vaccha, the vocative case. Evam auso, evam auso ti ko ayasma pilinda vaccho. Tassa bhikkhuno patissutva. Yena bhagava tenupasam. Yena bhagava tenupasankam is easy to understand. Evam ausoti. Yes, venerable. Saying that ayasma pilinda vaccho, subject, venerable pilinda vaccha. Patissutva, having replied to whom? Tassa bhikkhuno, dative case. Because of patissutva. Having replied to that monk, he approached the Buddha. Upasangamitva bhagavantang abhivadetva ekamantan nisidhi. Right? Ekamantan nisinnang ko ayasmantang pilinda vacham bhagava etada vocha. I think everyone can understand this sentence. Bhagava etada vocha. Whom? Ekamantan ayasmantang pilinda vacham ekamantan nisinnang. Podakinne. Satchang kiratwang vacha. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry. Can you please stop the recording? It will take. So ekamantan nisinnang ko ayasmantam pilinda vachang bhagava etada vocha. So Blessed One said this to the pilinda vacha. Satchang kiratwang vacha bhikkhu vasalavadena samudachara siti. Evam bhante. Yes, venerable sir. What was the question? Twang, you. Satchang, is it true? Kira, is it true that what I heard? Twang, you. Samudacharati calls, addresses bhikkhu, the monks, with the usage of vasala. Vacha is the vocative case. So pilinda vacha, pilinda is name, vacha is its surname, name he got from the clan. So Buddha didn't say him pilinda vacha, he's called him vacha, like Kassapa, Pippali Kassapa. Pippali was the name, Kassapa was the clan name. So Buddha called him with the word Kassapa. But for the Sariputta, Upatissa, he called him with the, calling him Sariputta, the son of the Sari. So likewise, Buddha used to use different names to different monks as he wished. So Pilinda Vacha, Bhandapali, to Pilinda Vacha, he used the clan name, not the name. So is it true that Vacha, is it true that you addresses the monks with the Vasala word? Evam Bhante. Yes, venerable. So he accepted it. Atako Bhagava ayasmato pilinda vachasta pubbe nivasang manasi karitva bhikkhu amantesi. So there's a gerund, manasi karitva. So the sentence breaks here. So first part, Bhagava is the subject, Bhagava. Amantesi, bhikkhu amantesi. Call the bhikkhus. Having done what? Having contemplated. Manasi katva. Manasi karoti. Literally it means this. Having done in the mind. Done in the mind is contemplated. Manasi karoti is contemplates. Manasi katva, having contemplated. What? Pubbe nivasam. Past lives. Pubbe nivasa. The aggregates in past lives. Pubbe nivasam. Of whom? Pilinda Vacha. Of Venerable Pilinda Vacha. So Atako Bhagava ayasmato Pilinda Vachasta. Of Venerable Pilinda Vacha. Then the Blessed One, having contemplated the past lives of Venerable Pilinda Vacha, addressed the monks. Mako tumhe bhikkave vachasa bhikkhuno ujjhayitha. So bhikkave vocative case. Monks. Subject is tumhe, you, plural. Ujjhayitha. This is, Ujjhayitha can be past tense, third person singular, special form, or second person plural. Since it's second person plural, tumhe. So it should be, since it's tumhe, it should be second person plural. Tumhe ujjhayitha. But the thing is, even though it's past tense, because of interrogation, prohibition, prohibition. So this should be mentioned as do not, please do not. It's not the past tense meaning because of the prohibiting particle. Prohibiting particle can be used with past tense. Is it ajatani or hiyatani and imperative. Ma tumhe ujjhayitha. Do not look down. Ujjhayitha. Look down. On vachasa bhikkhuno. Do not look down upon Venerable monk Vacha. So actually, why this is given in dative case, the commentary says Ujjaita has the envy meaning, jealousy, making jealous, envy, usuyana, right? Usuyati. So it says it's, if you go to the commentary, you can see Tatta Mati, okay. They are Mati Patisede Nipato, prohibition. Tassa Ujjaitati, Imina Sambandu. Do not look down upon. Ma Ujjaitati, Ma Hetta Katva Chintayita. Chintayita. Ujjaita means do not look down upon. Hetta Katva Chintayita. Make him down and think. Hetta Katva. Make him down. Like think him as low person. Don't think him, look down upon him. Oloka ittati atto. Don't look at him. Like don't look down upon him. Vachasa bhikkhu, the dative case, use vachasa bhikkhu. Teacher, ujjayanassa usuyanatha sampadana vachana. It's like some kind of ujjayanassa usuyanatta. Usuyati is normally we translate as jealous. But
and there also can be anger, angry.
okay. Usuyana, jealousy, envy. Can be usuyati, can be angry also?
Yeah, according to the context, something like that.
Dictionary says jealous and envies. Yeah, it seems it is not jealousy, right? According to the context.
Yeah.
Context is but then we have to say the usuyana has more broader meaning, like yielding or sending anger or jealousy or something. Because Lady Sado says this is called manasas manasika sampadana, something like that. It's not that act is sampadana means giving something. So when you yield or release the anger or release the envy towards someone, the one who receives that is also sampadana. So it's better to say anger here. Ujjayanasa usuyanatta. Usuyanatatha. For the, if you say usuyana is usuyanatta is to, for the sake of jealousy. So otherwise it's anger for the angry. So please check this word, because the dictionary says envy and jealousy, but it's a little bit hard to see why there's jealousy inserted in this. So as you said, Sally, anger seems much appropriate, or someone look down upon other one for the sake of jealousy, something to think. Anyway, so that's why the word was used, dative case. Anyway, the meaning is don't look down upon. Yes, yeah, Dr. Ryan.
It's according to commentary, what it means is it's look down. Yeah. And then in the dictionary, the PTS dictionary, they give the meaning of the word ujjayati. It means to be annoyed or to be offended. Those two meanings are not quite related, Bhante.
Yeah,
because when we say that look down on, so it looks like, you know, he's a monk, but he's using that language. So he's not a good person. So that's why he's looking down on him. But then according to the PTS dictionary says they are annoyed because he's, you know, using that word toward them. It doesn't have the meaning of looking down.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, thank you for that information. So what do you think about the usuyana? Usuyanathang.
Yeah.
Is it that because usuyana is normally in the PTS even, right? It's jealousy, right?
Yeah.
Jealousy, it's angry. Yeah, it seems like the context, but there is nothing jealous in looking down, right?
Right, but I don't think they are related. But then just the commentary gives that meaning. That's a very strange meaning, but it looks I mean, it looks okay. It makes sense according to the context. They might look down on him because you're a monk, but you're using that kind of language, so they can look down on him.
Right. No, what I mean, Ujjayanassa Usuyanattatta.
Yeah,
This-
yeah,
This seems a little bit strange, right?
right, yeah.
Okay.
But
Yes.
according to the Myanmar explanation about the Usuyana, that means here do the ba si go tima kanajin. That means cannot bear.
That is jealousy. Fear is
Yeah,
jealousy.
unable to bear like that.
This is jealousy.
But another meaning is manano wendoji. That means that is jealousy.
Anyway, okay, we'll just leave it for a while, time being. If you have any Udana translations or Nisaya, we can look into it. So then he Buddha said, "Na bhikkave vacho dosantaro bhikkhu asalavadina samudacharati." It's a very good sentence. Bhikkave monks. Vacho na samudacharati. Na should be connected to the verb. Does not address who? Bhikkhu monks. Vasalavadena. With the usage of vasala. The monks. Vacho, venerable vacha. Na samudacharati. Does not address who? Bhikkhu monks. With the vasala word. Dosantaro. Dosantaro. Dosa is anger. Antara is chitta. Dosa chitta. This is Bahubhihi Samasa. Dosantara means dosa chitta. Dosena paduttan chittam. Dosena paduttan antarang. Yassaso. The one who has a chitta deluded or polluted by dosa. Dosantara. Dosa plus antara. Like dosa chitto. When we say dosa chittang, it can be either Tappurisa Samasa. Dosena paduttan chittam, the chitta that is affected or defiled by dosa, or the one who has a dosa chitta. So it's a Bahubhi Samasa, dosantaro. Vacho dosantaro bhikkhu vasalavadina samudachara. Monks, vacha calls the monks with the vasala word being anger. So because of na, negation, negated. So he does not do it with the dosa chitta. Vachassa bhikkave bhikkhuno pancha jati satani abbo kinnani brahmana pule pacha jatani. Pancha jati satani abbo kinnani brahmana pule pacha jatani hunti. Now in this sentence, what is the subject? Very important to know. Vachassa bhikkhuno bhikkave monks. Vachassa bhikkhuno pancha jati satani abbo kinnani brahmana kule pacha jatani. Right? So we'll go to
The subject should be jati, no?
Yes, exactly. Jati satani. Right, thank you. Jati satana is the subject. So we'll go into the commentary. Tatta abbo kinna niti khatyadi jati antarehi avomissani anantarani. It says 500 jatis continuously. Abbokinna means khatyadi jati antarehi avomissani anantarani. It's not mixed with, like, not, he was never born in the Khattiya or Vessa or Suddha jati. Only in Brahmana jati. 500 years. 500 lives. Pancha jati satana Brahmana kule pacha jatani ti. Sabbhani tani vachassa pancha jati satani. All the lives, 500 lives. Sabbhani, all, tani, those, vachassa pancha jati satani. All those 500 lives. Patipatiya. Continuous, like one after another. Brahmana kule eva jatani. All those lives happened happen, jata can be happen in Brahmana Kula. In the Brahmana Kula. Jatani. Ahesunti atto. Ahesung is the verb. So it means now we can see, we'll go to the sutta. So as I said, Jati Satani is the subject here. Abbo Kinnani is a modifier of Jati Satani. Right? Abbo Kinnani. Unmixed. 500 lives. Uninterrupted. Pacha Jata. Pacha Jata is Jata. Same. That's why we can see. Pacha Jatani, Jatani. Same. Pacha Jata. Sometimes we can get confused with this. In the Patthana we have Pacha Jata Pacha. That is CCH. Here we are talking Pacha Jata. Pacha Jata means the cause that is born after the Pachupanna. Pacha Jata. Here Pacha Jata. This one comes, Pacha is a Nipata, Jata. This comes, Pati, Jata. Right? Pachi Jata. So it should be Ya, Ajata, Ajata. But as I remember, this because this one is Pacha, like Pacha Jato, Jachando, Jacha Badiro. This A is inserted, but the A is inserted. A prefix is there. Ajata. So what happens? E is substituted with Ya. Ty become Chacha. Ya. Then become Pacha Jata. Pacha Ajayati. Reborn, come to a new existence. Yeah. So these are two things. So here we are talking about this, not the other one. So Pacha Jata is equal to Jata. Brahmana Kule Jatani. Happen in Brahmana Kula. Jati here is the birth. So 500 births, uninterrupted births, happened in Brahmana Kula. He was born as a Brahmin for 500 continuous lives. So tassa vasalavado digarattan samudachin. This one, so subject is vasalavado. That usage of vasala, samudachinna, practiced digarattan for a long time. For a long time. Digaratta. For a long time practice. What was practice? Vasalavada. That Vasalavada, which he uses now. That was practiced for many times, many lives. Tassa. We can have two meanings for this. Practiced by him. So Vasalavado Tassa Digarattan Samudachi. That Vasalavada has been practiced for many lives, for many times, for a long time. Here Tassa can be also Tassa Vasalavado, his usage of Vasala. Because sometimes Dative have instrumental meaning. Instrumental date, genitive. Instrumental of genitive. Genitive instrument. Genitive of instrument. So sometimes, for example, tassa katani, done by him. Tena katang, tassa katang. Both we can use. So here, it can be either by him or of him. But the commentary says it's of him. Why is that? How do we understand it? Because if this was to be used as the instrument, mostly, not confirmed, not always, so vasalavado tassa digarattan samudachi. That usage of vasala has been practiced by him. Mostly it would come after vasala. So here, since genitive case, mostly, genitive is most of the cases has a position. Genitive should be before the noun it is connected to. Normally, that is how we take the meaning. If the genitive is genitive, we don't mix in the sentence, the position. So tassa vasalavado, his usage of vasala has been practiced for a long time. The subject is not mentioned. So tassa vasalavado digarattan samudachinnoti commentary. Yo etarahi kinasavena pisata pavattiyati. This is passive voice. Pavattiyati. Pavatteti. Pavattiyati. Pavatteti makes this to happen. Pavattati is happens. Pavatteti makes this to happen. So this one pavattiyati causes, like pavattiyati, passive voice of pavatteti. Right? So yo etarahi kina asavena api sata instrument. By the kinasava. Yo eta now. Yo eta so tassa vachassa bhikkuno vasalavado. That vasalavada of venerable vacha. Tassa is explained. So how do you know it's genitive case? Because of this. Tassa has been explained. Tassa vachassa bhikkuno vasalavado. That vasalavada of venerable vacha. Digaracham. Ito jatito patthaya. Uddam. Digara, long time. What is that ligarata? Ito jatito patthaya. From this slide. Ito, from here. Patthaya, starting from this slide to the backwards, not for the front. Back. Uddham. Arohana vasena. Uddhang arohana, going backwards, upwards. Uddhang arohana is upwards, but here it should be taken as before. Uddhang arohana. In a book also, Uddhang means before, what has been said above. So here above means previous slides. Uddhang arohana vasena. Panchajati satamattang kalam. Brahmana jati katta samudati. It has been practiced because of his Brahmin nature. So here the tassa is of. So subject is not mentioned here. So that usage, tassa vasalavado, that usage of venerable vacha, digarattan samudati has been practiced for a long time. Tena ayang, therefore, tena instrumental case of reason. Ayang, vacho bhikkhu. This venerable vacha, vasalavadena samudacharati, calls others with the vasala usage. That is the reason. Why is that? He has practiced it. This is called vasana. Atako bhagava etamattang viditva, having known this meaning, tayang vela at that time, imang udanang udanesi, uttered this utterance. You go in the Gata. Etamattanti viditvati. Etamattan viditvati. Etang ayasmato pilinda vachasta. Satipi vasana vasala samudachari. Dosantarabhava sankatang attang viditva. Having known the meaning that there is dosantara abhava sankatang attang. Dosantara abhava, the absence of an angry mind. Having known the meaning of the absence of angry mind, satipi vasala samudachari. Satipi vasala samudachari satipi. Even the usage of addressing, using the word vasala is present, right? It is present. Ayasmato Pilinda Vachas of Venerable Pilinda Vacha. Even the usage of Vasala is present. Ayasmato Pilinda Vachas Satipi Vasala Samudachare Dosantara Bhava Sankatangata. So whenever of Venerable Pilinda Vacha, Dosantara Bhava Sankata, the absence of angry mind of Venerable Pilinda Vacha, even that kind of usage is present. So Dosantara Abhava Sankatang is connected to Ayasmato Pilinda Vachas. Imang Udananti Tassa Agga Tassa of that Venerable Pilinda Vacha. Agga Paladi Gama Vibhavanang Imang Udanang Udanes. Utter this utterance which illustrates Vibhavanam. Agga Paladi Gamanam. Attainment of the highest path, highest fruition of Venerable Pilinda Vacha. So it means he knew, having known the absence of dosa mind of Venerable Pilinda Vacha, even though such usage is present, he uttered, known that meaning, he uttered the utterance which indicates, which illustrates the highest attainment of Venerable Pilinda Vacha. He didn't say it here, he is Arahant. He indicates it here in the Gatha. He never said he has eradicated Kilesa. He said he doesn't talk with dosa mind. Then this is the place he illustrates his attainment. Yam hi na maya vasati na mano. Right? So we'll make the Gatha here. The subject is Maya. Na vasati. How do you call Maya? It hides your deceiving, right? It's one kind of a deceiving. Hiding the false is Maya. Showing off is Sateya. Maya and Sateya. Sateya is showing off things that you don't have. One who is not practicing shows that as he's practicing. One who doesn't have a samadhi pretends that he has a samadhi. Maya is, even though he has all the faults, he hides them. Like pretends that he is not he doesn't do anything bad. So Maya is that. Yo, yam hi, in which one? In whom? Yam hi Maya na vasati. Yam hi mano na vasati. Maya doesn't exist. Mana doesn't exist. Yo Vita Lobo. Who is Vita? Vita Lobo. Vigatatta. Loba has gone away from him. Vita Lobo. From whom Loba has departed. Yo Vita Lobo. Amamo Nirasayo. Yo Amamo. Amamo. One who doesn't consider things as mine. Right? Don't consider things as mine. Amamo. Niraso. Doesn't have any attachment, liking. Yo Panunna Kodo. Whose Koda anger is completely destroyed. Abhinibbutatto. Who is very calm, cool, tranquilized because the absence of defilements. So these are the relative goods. So that Kinasavo Bhikkhu. So Kinasavo Bhikkhu. That Arahant. So Kinasavo Bhikkhu. Brahmano. Oti. So yeah. So Evarupo Kinasavo Sabbo Bahit Papatta Brahmano. So Kinasavo Bhikkhu. that arahant who has such qualities. Samano hoti. He is a recluse. So sa becomes sa. So kina sabo bhikkhu. Bhikkhu is called a bhikkhu. One who has destroyed all the binna kilesa, destroy the defilement. Right? So hoti also should be within brackets, something that we add. Yeah. And here also yamhi should be added. Navasati. Right. So the where in whom deceiving does not exist, in whom conceit does not exist is found. Who of whom the lobha has departed, who doesn't consider things as mine, who has no attachment, liking, who has destroyed the koda, anger, who is fully tranquilized. Such a arahant, one whose defilements are gone, because it says maya is no more, conceit is not there, lobha is not there, attachment is not there, koda is not there, and fully tranquilized monk. He is the real brahmin. He is the real recluse. He is the real one to be called bhikkhu, right? So sa, so become sa here. So this is what happened. So in this sutta, Buddha explains that Venerable Pilindavacha is not telling due to dosa, but because of his past life practice. And he says he is a monk who has completely destroyed kilesas. So Buddha solved the dispute between the problem amongst them. Yeah. So it's a very nice sutta. It indicates a very nice philosophical point in the teachings that arahants do have vasana kilesas. The commentary says why arahants and Pacceka Buddhas doesn't become Sabbanyu, omniscient, because of this vasana. Since the Buddha has completely eradicated vasana, he becomes the omniscient person. So it shows a defect of the arahants. Yeah. So we can have discussion on this. We have done this.
Bhante,
Yes,
could you please explain again why so becomes sa?
Philologically, I think it's a variant in the Prakrit, but it's something very common. So becomes sa in Pali, very common usage in Gatha. Not even in Gatha, sometimes in the prose also we can find this rarely, but Gatha we can find very easy.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Yeah, philologically, I think it is Prakrit influence. Siale, can you remember?
So I'm not sure this font. I will check it.
Okay. Yeah, it's something philological, like influence of another language.
But I know it's very common in Bali. So
It's very common.
Hi, Bhante.
Yes, Dr. Ryan.
I have a question about the sentence. Now what yo santaro bhikkhu vasalawade na samuda jarati.
Right.
How do you translate that sentence again, Bhante?
the monks, the Venerable Vacha, the Vacha does not address the monks with the usage of Vasala, does not address the monks with Vasala being angry-minded. So it means he does not call others Vasala being angry-minded. It means he's not uttering with angry mind. If we connect the na to dosantara, adosantaro, if you say Bhikkave Vacho adosantaro, Bhikkhu Vasalavadina Samudacharati, same meaning. Monks, the Vacha calls other monks Vasala with a non-angry mind. Here we are talking, he calls them, he does not call them with angry mind.
So because so the problem is how should we connect the word now? Should we connect that to the Samudacharati or the Dosantaro?
Normally, when it comes in sentences, we mostly connect it to the, almost all the time we connect it to the verb. We never connect a na to a noun. In a sentence. If it is connected, it will be a samasa with na become a.
Yes. But then because if that connects to the verb, then the dosantara modifies vacho.
Yes.
And dosantara is the bahubihi samasa, so which means dosantara refers to the venerable vacha.
Yes.
Then which means he has the dosa mind.
Being dosantaro hutva na samudacharati. So it is better. The way we think, I also personally prefer if the Buddha said Vacho adosantaro vasalavadina samudacharati. It's more clear. He addresses the monks with the vasala word with a non-angry mind. That is much clearer, right? So here it says he does not call them with a dosa mind, dosa minded. So what the Buddha want to say is that he doesn't have dosa, but but when it is says dosantaro hutva, it's not a modifier actually. It should be it is like this. Bhikkave vacho dosantaro hutva bhikkhu vasarvadina na samudacharati. So then na can be connected to hutva even if that we bring. Na bhikkave vacho dosantaro na hutva bhikkhu vasarvadina samudacharati.
Right, and then so the dosantara is the bahubihi samasa. So what kind of bahubihi is that, Bante?
But if you put it with hutva, it doesn't mean he has dosa here.
Right.
If you connect it as some adjective dosantaro vacho, that is okay. Then as what you say is correct. He vacha has dosa. But if we connect it vacho dosantaro hutva, then it should be connected na hutva, right?
Yeah.
So dosantaro na hutva bhikkhu vasa. Not being angry, he uttered the utterance.
Right. Yeah.
Then is it clear?
Yeah, so that would be clear. But then the other question is, so what kind of bahubihi is dosantaro?
What kind? Chatti bahubihi. Genitive. We come the conclusion with this here. Wait.
Should it be satami, Bante?
Tassa vachanassa bhikkhuno vasalavado dīgaratam jato uddang arohana vasena. Tena hi tena dīgaratam tatamana. Where is that? Tampanetang abu. No, here. Here.
Yeah.
Tassatto. Bhikkave ayang vaccho dosantaro dosa chitto. Dosena paduttan chittang yas. Yamhi. Both is correct. Can be locative, can be genitive. It's possible. Because sometimes sometimes the genitive meaning can be used in the locative also. You can say either dosena paduttan chittang yamhi, dosena paduttan chittang yassa. In whom or of whom. Both is correct.
Okay, thank you. So it looks like we should have the word hutor, then it
Yeah.
makes more
Yes,
sense,
right,
right,
yeah.
Bhante?
Yeah. Otherwise, as you said, it leads to some, because otherwise na samudacharati, right?
Right.
Doesn't utters, but he utters actually, right? Yeah. Should be corrected. Na hutva samuda. No, here it says na samudacharati.
Yeah, he is not samudacharati.
Okay. So it's anyway, the meaning is clear. If you say na samudacharati, it doesn't address. So it means he doesn't address with dosa mind. It means he addresses with the adosa mind. But when we think sharply, I also prefer to say, not being angry, he utters. I think even the commentators will agree with what we say.
Yes. Yeah, because then according to this the sentence in the commentary, then ayang waccho dosantaro dosatito hutor, so which means this waccha having been, I mean, with the dosa chitta,
Does not utter.
right?
So sometimes this can lead to idea he is angry, but he doesn't utter.
Right. Right, Bhante.
But I think my commentators want to say the same meaning as we say.
Right.
So,
Right. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So this is just we need to keep in mind. It is the way of how the Pali the Pali goes. Okay. Thank you, Bhante.
When it comes now, we have to think in both the ways.
Right. Yes, but then when we translate it, it would be better to translate with the the na connected to the dos santaro. It makes more sense.
Yes, much better. Otherwise, it can give a different idea.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you say. I also agree. We have to keep in mind that this is how the Pali commentators and the Sutta has mentioned, and the commentators have interpreted. So, but when we bring it to another language, surely we have to change.
Right. Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Yes.
Hello, Bhante.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, carry on that sentence. So I just translation that sentence like this. Says a venerable Vacha is not due to internal angry. Thus he says the monks as outcasts. So in this sentence, can we translate the like the reason? So I think now you connect it with Huta. So in this case, we translate the Venerable Vacha has been not having not internal angry, because those are antara. Antara is mean internal. So
those antara here means chitta. Antara has few meanings. One meaning is chitta.
Yes.
Dosa chitta. I understand. You can call dosantara having dosa internally. That also makes sense. But there's a specific saying, antara refers to chitta. Because chitta is inside us, right? So that's why antara and chitta are equal.
So internal anger is different with the chitta, with the chitta hatred.
Yeah, if even you say internal anger, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But Buddha has used the word chitta. Yasantara na doso. Yasantara na doso means who doesn't have internal anger, and it means whose chitta is not angry. So historically, antara means internal, because mind is something inside us. What is inside us is mind, right? Within our body. So our inside is the chitta. So it's easy now. If we go to the historical fact and philologically we study, antara is inside. You are correct, but it's easier. The commentators have given us. I think you remember antaracha rajagahang, antaracha veranjang. In that commentarial explanation, there are a few meanings. Antara is the space. Antara is in between. Sorry, in between a space, and antara is next, if I remember correctly, and then antara was chitta also. So it's easier for us if we take it as chitta. Yes, please on go with your translation, Sally.
Yes. Thank you, Bante.
Yeah, go with your translation.
Yes. I have another question.
So is it clear? Translation?
Yeah, I'm clear. Yes, it's okay. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so yeah, the question.
Yeah.
Please.
So in the sentence, ehi toang bhikkhu mama vachanena. So when I translate, I don't know how to translate exactly this verse, mama vachanena.
Yeah, English. Call with my word. Yeah, Dr. Ryan, how do we give a good translation for this?
Yeah, so I guess I just gonna translate it as the with my word, Bante.
Can we use it in English like that?
Yes, of course, Bante.
Okay, so can you give a good translation word? Kamam vachena amante. Call him with my word. Is it?
Address. Let's see. So yeah, you address the monk with my word.
You address the monk with my word.
Yes, that's what I would translate, Bante.
Oh, so it's different with my translate.
What
I
was
translate with it's by saying name. It's in here. In this sentence is the Buddha called the monks, asked the monks, call the Venerable Bilinda Vacha by the name.
no?
So he asked some monks call the Venerable Bilinda Vacha by the name. So the rest sentence is saying the friends Bilinda Vacha, the teacher call you. So that is that they can connect it with other.
Why did you have the meaning my name? Mama Vachana, name?
Yes. Mama can be my words is the words that can be say.
Vachana is
Calling. Also another meaning also name. So we can understand deeply the meaning as it also the meaning the name.
I think it's better to say this is telling. Call him that I call him. Tell him that I call. Address him with my words. Amanteti. Address one monk with my name, with my word.
Yeah, so here, Bante, the Vachana, I think Vachana refers to the quote that the Buddha is going to say after that, right?
But do you want to?
It refers to the quote Sattha
Yeah.
so yes, the Vachana refers to that quotation.
So here, ehi tam bhikkhu mama vachinena pininda. Address him with my words. So what are those words? This is the words. Satta twang also pininda vachamanteti. The teacher is calling you. These are the words of the Buddha. Call him with my words. So what are those words? These are the words. Yeah, correct. Thank you for that. Yeah. Is it clear, Sally?
Yes, it's okay. Yeah. And another was so evang, the connected with another paragraph evang. So evang here. I think the evang should put the end of the words eta dabucha, the eta dabucha.
Which one?
Evang bante hiko so bhikkhu bhagavato. Yeah.
Evam Bante, yeah.
Yes.
Evam Bante is, yes, venerable sir. That's it. It doesn't, that's it. Evam Bante. Yes, sir.
So you mean you translated evang here as yes?
Yes. Yeah.
So sometimes
because
we
it is bracket.
translated
It is
thus.
not connected to this. It is not connected to the sentence. Because it
Just
within
connect
the
with the words bante.
Bante is venerable sir. Yes. They're not connected. They are in the, this is the vocative. It's not connected to Evam. Venerable sir. Yes. Yes, venerable.
Okay. Yes. So it's similar to the evang mabuso. Evang mabuso also yes friend. Okay.
They are not connected to the sentence, sir.
Yes. And one more word is the answer of the word the sentence near up to verse. It's so tatsa. Tatsa is what is referred to tatsa.
Tassa is his. Tassa pilinda vachasa bhikkhuno vasalavadu. The usage of word vasala of whenever pilinda vacha. Of.
Of what?
Huh?
Of what, Bante?
Of pilinda vacha. Of venerable pilinda vacha.
Yeah. So is tassa referred to the vacha?
Yeah, vacha. Yeah.
So it's not referred to vacha vasalavado, vasaladena.
Yeah, vasalavada of vacha. You see? So the commentary. So tassa vachasa bhikkhuno vasalavadu. That vasalavada of venerable vacha. Tassa is venerable vacha. His.
Okay, thank you, Bante.
Tassa is connected now. As the word tassa is vacha, because tassa is his vasalavada. So we can say tassa is connected to vasalavada, connection is to vasalavada, but it refers, tassa represents vacha. It's connected to vasalavada. It's not connected to vacha. It is referring to the vacha. It is the vacha. Vacha is represented here with tassa.
Yeah. It's okay. It's now very clear. Thank you, Bante.
So, Bande,
Yes, Charlie.
could you please go to the commentary is regarding like before Dr. Ryan asked that part? Na bhikkave vacho dosantaro bhikkhu vasanavadena samudacharati. In the commentary, no? Commentary.
Yeah, I mean, commentary.
Oh, okay. Here, the following sentence, Evam ato sandara devi dasa tata. So that means na is connected with dosa.
You mean the last one?
In the following part. In the following sentence.
Again, even those asosantare tassa tata. This is really, this is the explanation.
Yeah, I mean explanation. That means through the explanation, we also can guess the na is connected with the dosa. Eh?
Correct. So we can have both the meaning.
Yeah,
so
because they have the B also.
Grammatical analysis.
Yeah.
This grammatical analysis. This part is the reason. This cha says. This cha indicates. the reason. This cha is not end. This cha indicates that this sentence explains why this is. That's why we need the commentarial language in such ways. That's why I normally omit this cha. We don't translate this cha. This cha indicates that this is why he doesn't do that. Then evang, now it further elaborates. Evang dosantare dosantaratte adosantaratte pitassa tata samudacharassa purimajati siddhang karanang dassento vachassa bhikkaveti adima. Again, he concludes. This is like a nigamana. It's a conclusion. So in the conclusion, as you said, as we discuss and as you point out, he connects na with dosantara. Na dosantarettepi tassa tata samudacharassa purimajasikkata karanam dassento vachassa bhikkhuno aha. You are correct. So now when we look into the meaning, nigamana, this is a nigamana sentence. This is the reasoning sentence. And this is the grammatical explanation of this. So that's how the commentary was divided step by step. So now, as you said, when we go to nigamana, connected with dosa. Here it's connected with samudacharati. So that's why we came into the conclusion. When it comes, even though grammatically connected with the verb, in the meaning, it should be better to be connected with the noun. Better to be connected with the noun.
Yes. So okay. Another question is like in the Anguttara Nikaya. So the Buddha say, Mama ganam sawaganam bhikkhunam like devadanam mana something like deared by the devas is Pilinavacha.
Yeah.
So but I think the variable Rahula is more dear than the Pilinavacha.
No, that the reason was, do you know the reason for this Pilindavacha's dearness? What
It's
happened?
something like it's like something many devas and wait for him or something like that.
Yeah. He was a king in a past life. He was a righteous king. This should be before the 500 lives, right? Something long before.
Yeah.
He advised the entire country to be righteous. So what happened? Most of the people in that divine, in that country were born in the divine realm. And they were born and born, maybe for many lives. They knew what was the reason why they were born here. And they were waiting for their king. And this king became Vinidavacha. So they had a lot of love, care towards this king, because of whom they happened to be born in the Deva world. So that's why he became Devatanam Piya. Otherwise, you said his verbal usage, no one is dear to him in the human world. Most of the people doesn't like him. Rahula is more virtuous, more humble, very, very dear to many people, even for monks. But the Devatanam Piya happens because of some other story, some other connection.
Yeah, but like when we see like the Parinibana of the Rahula, said it was in the Deva world. So that's why I was thinking maybe he is more dear than the Vinidavacha.
He must be really dear, but this one was a personal attraction towards Pilindavacha. Many deities liked him. They were really following him, like always with him. That the same thing happened to Uruvela Kassapa. He was the greatest in having the retinue. All the 80 disciples had 500 disciples each most of the time. They were associated by 500 most of the time. 500. Some would go after getting enlightenment, but 500 were the permanent retinue. Buddha had 1,250, some says. So this Uruvela Kassapa had 1,000. Why was that? When he was a layperson, he had these two brothers and the followers, 500 his followers, 300 of his second brother, and 200 with his third brother. So they, in the lay life, they lived under his advice. So what happened, even after becoming monk, they thought, yeah, we will just associate him. They are all arahants. They don't need any support from him now. But they thought, yeah, we were associating him from the lay life. So it's just why can't we just stay with him? So he was always associated by 1000. So that's why he had the greatest retinue. So likewise, Pilindavacha, because of a past life connection with Devas, he was the dearest to the Devas. Otherwise, Rahula is also, because he attained Parinirvana in Tavatins.
Yeah. So, may I ask, what the dosa andara itself is what kind of samasa?
Dosa antara, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Dosa. Dosena. Paduttang antaram. Antaro. Oh, antara. Antara is noun masculine. Padutto. Antaro. Yes, sir. Or Yasmin. Both is correct. So, dosantaro. So here, Padutta is dropped. This is called Majje Lopa Samasa. Another very good example. Asarato. The horse chariot. Now, sometimes we think Asanang Rato. Because the chariot dragged by the horses. So we would say dative case. But according to the tradition, they say no, don't use that. Asehi Yutto Rato. The chariot which is being connected by horses, with horses. That is the correct according to the tradition. So Yutta is dropped. This is called Majje Lopa Samasa. Now we have another type of samasa, Uttara Lopa. Sometimes Rupa Bhava. Rupa plus Bhava. Rupa Bhava. Here, Uttara, the last word is dropped. Sometimes Rupa. Rupa refers to Rupa Bhava. Kama refers to Kama Bhava. This is called Uttara Lopa. I think what is the samasa here. Anyway, so Rupa, second word is dropped. So otherwise, this should be Assa Yutta Rata. This is the real samasa here. But what happened? It become Assa Rata. So this Yutta part is dropped. This is called Majje Lopa. There is something called Uttara Lopa also. Pubba Lopa samasa also. I forgot an example for that. First word is dropped sometimes. So we have Pubba Lopa, Majje Lopa, Uttara Lopa. So here, so when we find in places, if you find it's hard to make the samasa, think about these Lopa samasas. Can we have such a word entered and dropped? most, in many cases, not in here, in many cases, it will be a like kitaka. Now for example, gulodakam. Gulodakam means water with jaggery. You know jaggery? Gulodakam. Molasses. Drink. Molasses. So how do we translate this? We cannot say drink of molasses. We normally say gulena, sorry, so that is better. Sappivatta. Sappivatta. Rice, how do you call it? Ghee rice. Right? But we cannot just say rice of ghee. If we say Sappiya, Sappisa Battang, we don't normally say that because the rice is not made out of ghee. Rice is not made out of ghee. Rice is mixed with ghee. So the translation is Sappina Misakang Sappina Sansattang. We normally put a past participle Battang. Should be Sappi Sansatta Battang. But Sansatta is dropped. So in the end, we get Sappi Battang. For that, please go to Nirutti Dipani. At the end of the first chapter, you will find these kind of lopa. He used them in Sandhi, but it's a samasa. So whole entire word is dropped. Vachana lopa. This is called Vachana lopa. And in the samasa also, Venerable Lady Sayadaw explains about this. In two places you can find this. So likewise, dosantara means dosa and chitta are two things, right? So we cannot say doso chitto, dosassa chitto, the mind of the dosa, or mind connected, mind not, it's not mind of dosa. This is mind polluted by dosa, or mind which is known with dosa, due to dosa. So dosena padutto chit antaro. So that's why dosantaroti, dosa chitto. Dosantara is, if we take it dosantara, sometimes you can say if you want to take it as a dosena padutto chi antaro, just as taddita tappurisa samasa, dosantara means mind deluded or mind defiled by dosa, anger. Here, Bahubihi, one who has or in whom angry mind, one who has a angry mind. So yes, we can have a tappurisa. This is Bahubihi. This is tappurisa. Right? This is tappurisa. So now dosantara, here we take Bahubihi. That's why vacho dosantaro dosatitto. Vacho dosantaro bhikkhu. So I am vacho dosantaro dosatitto. Dosavena vyapayena dusititto hutva. So this refers to the vacha. Why did I make this samasa padutta chitto? Because it's a dosena vyapanena dusita chitto hutva. So dusita, padutta, dusita, similar meanings. So even you can say dusita, dosena dusitao antaro. So this dusita shows that how dosa and chitta are connected. It's not just dosa chitta. Dosena dusitang chittang, dosa chittang. So likewise, when we make the samasa, we have to think in various ways. So here, it's the word lopa samasa, we call majje lopa samasa.
Yes, that means we have to remember many synonyms. So
Exactly.
like you said, when you read of dusita, you immediately know, or the synonym is paduta.
Yes.
I think for us it's difficult to find out that meaning.
Oh, even you say dosena dusitang chittang, it's correct. No problem. It doesn't need to be padusita always. Even dosena dusita, it's correct. But you can use whatever. But we have to add something. The bridge is here. Dosena antaro, it doesn't make any sense. Chitta with dosa. No. Dosena, otherwise dosena yuttang chittang. The chitta connected with dosa. Otherwise, we can say dosena itself has a connected meaning. Then it's okay, dosena antaro. But to illustrate very clearly, dosena yuttan chittang. The chitta connected with dosa. Dosena padusitan chittang. Dusitan chittang. The chitta defiled by dosa. Whatever meaning, as long as it matches the basic fundamentals, our samasa is correct. But we just cannot say doso chitto, dosan chittang. No. Then it cannot be a kammadharya. Never can be a kammadharya because it doesn't make sense. Because that, according to Dhamma, chitta is one reality, dosa is chetasika. They are not the same. So it can never be kammadharya. So these are two realities. How do we make the connection? How do we make the connection? Because dosa defile the mind. Padusita, or connected with mind. Yutta, sampayutta, dosena sampayuttan chitta, dosa chitta. Dosena dusitan chittan, dosa chitta. Dosena upalakkitan chittan, dosa chitta. Upalakkita means sometimes chitta is neutral. We know sometimes the chitta is known due to dosa. Oh, this is with dosa. Why we call it dosa chitta? Because it get the name because of dosa. So likewise, when we know the fundamentals, when we know the methods of naming, when we know the how a chitta gets a name, then we can extend our grammar knowledge.
Yes, that means they all have to connect with each other.
Exactly. The Dhamma, we cannot have a deep Pali knowledge without the deep Dhamma knowledge.
Okay. Here, under you should be neuter gender, no?
Is it? Please help me. I'm not very good with the gender.
Is neuter gender?
Neuter gender, yeah. Antarato, antara. Sorry, then we'll change everything. Padutang, dusitang, antarang. Okay.
Excuse me, Bhante.
Okay. Yes, Sally, please.
Yes, I have just one short question about this word antara. As you said, there are many meanings of it. I remember one time, it also means regarding to the 6 hindrances to attainment. Is that right?
Systematic attainment.
6 danger or 6 hindrance to the attainment of
Danger. That is antara. Yes, it's antaraya. Antaraya.
So it's the same. This with this Antara Cinta is the name, or
Antaraya. Antaraya. Can anyone help with the dictionary? Antara, danger. Antaraya is dangerous. Danger.
I think what she wanted to say is the entrance, Bante.
Entrance.
no, hindrance, danger.
Danger.
Entrance.
I think there's like 10 kinds of danger, like that.
Antaraya.
Like a
Yeah.
Charandarayo, Jorandarayo.
Antaraya.
Oh, okay. So it is wrong. Yeah, yeah.
As I remember.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So shall we call it a day then?
Yes,
Yeah.
Bante.
So then on Monday, we will do Pindapatika Sutta. Right? We'll do Pindapatika Sutta. It's also 1.5 pages. No, 2 pages. According to this, 2 pages. Yeah. Please get prepared. We can do in one stretch. We can complete a sutta and go to the explanation and do the discussion. Now we are okay with reading. We are getting more and more because we don't need to translate most of the sentences when I explain, because you already know many sentences. Even in this sutta, if you remember, we had to only explain the thing was this part and the gatha. Only this paragraph I had to explain. Others all we have already done. We know already. Only this part was new. So likewise, every sutta will contain something new. Unlike the previous sutta, we don't need to separate the gerunds and all because we know already. So here also there will be some new information. So we'll do it. Please get ready. So before we end up this session in this semester, we do Sippa Sutta next on Friday. We'll try to finish one sutta one day. Loka Sutta on next Monday. Right? And then we go for the last Yasoja Sutta, which is quite long. Doesn't matter. We'll not be able to finish in one day. At least we'll take some extra few days and we'll try to finish it. And then we'll go for the vacation. I'll go for a vacation, and then next time we'll start to end up the following suttas. Because previous first session we did only the verse, only the prose. Now this session we started with verses. We took a lot of time to explain the verses and did the small short suttas. Now we are in the full translation. We don't without vocabulary, you are able to translate now. So it's a good development. So next time when we start the next semester, we should be able to have a more faster, more easier, more familiar reading. So we have to get prepared for that. And then finally, when we come to the commentary level, I expect you to be very, very familiar, very, very confident in this book, Udana. Even if I ask you to read from whatever sutta, you should be able to spontaneously read and answer. So that much. So I would prefer if someone or a group of members could list down the vocabulary that we have done so far and all the new words slowly. It may take months, doesn't matter. If we can have a dictionary on the Udana itself, that will be very, very useful for the new. Whenever you teach to someone, it will be very easy and useful. So we can leave the dictionary in one place, and for each sutta, so far we have done, we can list down the main grammatical points in this sutta, only the grammatical points. Translation assistance we can give. The dictionary can be given separately. So even if you start to teach someone the Udana, it will be very useful and very easy. Yeah. So I know it will cost time, but if you can divide like the first 2 vaggas to someone, first another 2 vaggas to someone, so then you can gather the dictionary and make it a very nice file. It's also one of my requests. Okay. Please consider.
Okay, thank you, Bante.
So then we'll meet on Monday.
Yeah, sadhu, Bante.
Thank you for joining.